Bring Eddie out. Bring Eddie out. Bring Eddie out. Bring Eddie. Bring Eddie to the front. You guys, in this video, we're going to talk about Wendy Osefo's legal strategy, her possible legal strategy, because it looks like she's going back to what I said she should do in the first place. Once they found an email from Eddie telling her, you know, we got this insurance thing going. What else can we add to the list? And they did not have a reply from Wendy. She did not reply via email. I'm sure she talked to him face to face, but she did not reply via email. Once I saw that, and I saw that Wendy was still wearing one of the rings. When she was still wearing the ring, not answering her husband's emails, I was like, okay, she got a chance, because he also has more charges than her when it comes to the fraud. So we're going to get into her legal strategy in this video. We have tweets from What Else Is Going On podcast. We Go Podcast, Taria, who I did a podcast with her on her channel, and I invited her to come on my channel. So we have her tweet. She went down to the courthouse. She did the legwork, and we're going to get into Wendy's possible legal strategy in this video. But first, if you're watching, if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Click the bell, click the thumbs up, do all the YouTube things to subscribe to this channel, and click the link below. If you're a content creator and you want to know like how to make your content pop out, because nowadays, almost every niche is like oversaturated, right? Oversaturated. And so if you want to stand out in a niche, you need to know how to stand out, how to pop out. So I'm giving instructions March 11th on how to pop out, how to stand out on YouTube and other social media platforms with your content. It's a group class. It's a small group class, 7 to 10 people. And the link is in the description box and in the comment section. And let's go ahead and get into it. Now, at one point, first, okay, let's talk about their charges, because the basis of this, it's always their charges. So let's just review their charges. So as far as felonies for Wendy, she has 7 counts of insurance fraud / false information fraud over $300. Again, this is for merchandise, you know, like designer clothes, bags, accessories. And then she has her misdemeanor charges, 8 counts of conspiracy to commit insurance fraud, and 1 count of making a false statement to a police officer. Those are Wendy's charges. Now, Eddie's charges are 9 counts of felony / false misleading information fraud over $300. So he has 9 charges. And then he has 8 counts of misdemeanor false / misleading information fraud, 1 count of making a false statement to police. And so we know with our court system, you know, a lot of people plead down. And I feel like that is what Wendy is going to do. Judging from these tweets from We Go Podcast, it sounds like from being at the courthouse, that's what she feels too. So first she tweeted she's back down to the courthouse for the Osefo status hearing. Stay tuned. Her next tweet, Wendy and Eddie will no longer be tried together. Yay! Eddie waived his rights to a speedy trial, being tried within 180 days of being charged. There was extensive discovery, and he wants to take a deeper dive per the prosecution. So the state is prosecuting him, and they're saying that he wants to take a deeper dive into that discovery. The discovery is probably an MFer. So he wants to take a deeper dive into it, which again is starting to lean towards, he wants to take a closer look. It's starting to lean towards Eddie taking the fall. Bring Eddie out. All right. Then she tweeted, Wendy wants a trial seemingly immediately. That says a lot. The defense and prosecution were looking for dates in March. However, there were none available for a jury trial. This makes me wonder if this is a setup for Eddie to take the fall. Yes, I feel like it's a setup, and I feel like that's a good legal move. I feel like this insurance fraud scheme was one of their ideas. I feel like they both went along with it, but in my opinion, it was Eddie's idea, and that's why you see him emailing Wendy, you know, saying, what else can we get? What else can we put on there? I feel like Eddie led this charge. That's my opinion. Then she said, Wendy, she will not be able to have a trial as quickly as she wanted. The original trial date for her would have been April 15th. Due to the trial schedule, it will unfortunately have to be pushed out until May. She was willing to go to trial before her status conferences. So she must feel like the discovery is in her favor. This is so deep, because you have Eddie, who is an attorney. This is what kills me about it. Eddie is an attorney, but you see him putting all this stuff in writing. Like you see, you know, Eddie the one writing the emails, and Wendy, who is not an attorney. Wendy is a candle maker, right? That's what she's going to tell the judge. Wendy's going to tell the judge, I make candles. I do reality TV, I make candles, and I teach college students. I'm a teacher and a candle maker. That's her defense. This is my opinion. Wendy's defense is I'm a teacher and a candle maker, and I really love my husband. And my husband had this idea. She can't admit that she went along with it, but she can say my husband had this idea. And I actually felt like Giselle, when she was talking to Wendy about it on the reunion, when Giselle was like, I remember you saying that Eddie pays all the bills and you don't even know how to pay the bills when it comes to your finances and your household bills. And I think about that sometimes. Giselle said something like that to Wendy at the reunion. And I felt like that was Giselle throwing Wendy a bone, like in case you haven't thought about it, which I'm sure Wendy has. But in case you haven't thought about it, girl, you already put it out to the public that he pays the bills. When it comes to finances in your home, it's on him. And I do think that's the route that they're going to take. And I think it would be only right, because I do kind of think it was his idea. I do think it was Eddie's idea, and Wendy went along with it. And when it comes to the merchandise, one of the merchandise was a ring. It was like either a wedding ring or anniversary ring, to where it was on the insurance scam, like they said they got robbed for it, but Wendy was still wearing it. She was going out to the event. She was photographed on the red carpet, still wearing her ring. And I actually think that works in her favor, because she can say, I didn't even know, he was filing insurance on this ring. I'm still wearing the ring because I love my husband and I love the ring he gave me. I'm so attached to it. She can kind of play dumb in a way that I think Eddie cannot play dumb. I think the discovery shows a lot of Eddie. And so I think Wendy might have the opportunity, if she played her cards right, as far as what she put in writing, she might have the opportunity to get away from it. Yeah, so y'all leave a comment and let me know what y'all think. And when it comes to legal strategy, you don't have to be a lawyer to tell me your opinion of what Wendy's legal strategy should be. In my opinion, I do think that Eddie should take the fall, because I do think it was Eddie's idea. I think Wendy went along with it, which is wrong on her part. Legally, criminally, that's wrong. But I do have a feeling it was his idea, and that's why he has more fraud charges than her. And I feel like, as a parent, I know sometimes with parents, they'll let one go to jail, for however long, and then they'll let the other one go to jail. But I just feel like, as a parent, if you can avoid both of you going to jail, then that would be the best route to take. Shout out to Wendy Williams. I would love to hear Wendy's take on this, but y'all leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think. As always, thanks for watching.
Wait, slow that down. Okay. Break it. Right now.